Are you considering retiring abroad or just on a 2 weeks vacation, but can't decide between Thailand and the Philippines? Today we're getting into the real pros and cons of retiring in these two popular Southeast Asian destinations. I've spent a lot of time in both countries, and I want to share everything I've learned, the good, the bad, and the unexpected. I made this video to help you not to make the same mistakes or overlook things that could change your retirement or holiday experience. From the busy streets of Bangkok to the stunning beaches of the Philippines, each country offers a unique experience for everyone, young and old. Whether it's the friendly locals, the complex visa policies, or the vibrant expat communities, understanding these nuances is key. We'll compare everything from the cost of living and healthcare quality to cultural engagements and, yes, even the romance scene. So let's start with the pressing questions about crime and safety, cultural vibes, and visa policy that could influence your decision on where to retire or live abroad. Let's start with the comparison of crime and safety in both Thailand and the Philippines. When it comes to safety stats, I got some stats from the U.S. Department of State for American travelers in Thailand and the Philippines. Between October 2002 and December 2016, that's 14 years, there were 391 U.S. citizen fatalities in Thailand and 286 in the Philippines. You might say, wow, that's 100 more deaths in Thailand, but there's context. Thailand welcomed a whopping 32 million international tourists in 2016 alone, compared to the Philippines' 6 million. So, more visitors, more risks, more accidents, right? Now let's see the causes of death. In the Philippines, the top cause for U.S. citizens is homicide, followed by road accidents. In Thailand, however, road accidents take the unfortunate lead, which isn't too surprising given their high road fatality rate. To put things into perspective, combining U.S. citizen deaths in both countries over 14 years gives us fewer than 700 U.S. fatalities. Now compare that to a single U.S. city like Chicago, where yearly homicides alone surpass those combined numbers. Perspective, right? Now what about GDP? Wealthier countries with higher GDPs typically have less crime. Thailand's GDP is higher than the Philippines, but the Philippines is catching up fast. So, are Thailand and the Philippines safe? Well, compared to a city like Chicago, yes. Just use common sense and avoid doing silly things. You'll be fine and stay out of the roads if you have no experience. Overall, tourist hotspots from both places are safe. In 2022, the Global Peace Index ranked Thailand 103rd out of 163 countries with 2.1 rating, while the Philippines is a bit behind, ranking at 125th spot out of 163 countries with 2.3 rating. Numbeo.com, which is mostly opinion survey from expats and travelers, in 2023, it ranks Thailand's crime index of 38.37, which is low, and safety index of 61.63, which is high to very high safety. Over in the Philippines, the crime index at 42.71, which is considered moderate, and safety index of 57.29, which is moderate safety to high safety. Verdict. Based on the stats from the U.S. Department of State's Numbeo.com and the Global Peace, Thailand wins this category, the Crime and Safety Department. Also, Thailand recently legalized this green plant, while the Philippines will arrest and jail you. My verdict. I choose Thailand for being a safer place, and one of the main reasons is the difference in public security. In the Philippines, it's common to see security guards carrying assault rifles, and firearms are sold in some shopping malls, which can make some people like me uneasy. This is not the case in Thailand, making it a more comfortable choice for some. Also, foreigners are not allowed to own firearms in Thailand. However, ultimately, the decision is yours to make based on your own experiences and judgment. If you are a Republican from the US and feel comfortable around firearms, then the Philippines might be a fit destination for you. With all that said, I never had major issues in both places. So, we're done with crime and safety. It's time to explore the vibrant and diverse cultures that make both Thailand and the Philippines truly fascinating. Let's talk about the people, customs, and traditions that make each country unique and unforgettable. Let's get into the fascinating cultures of Thailand and the Philippines, where religion takes center stage and leaves you feeling like you've stepped into an entirely new world. In Thailand, 95% of the Thais are Buddhist, which means self-control, non-confrontation, and respect are basically their superpowers. On the other side, Filipinos are a bundle of emotions and expressions. While Roman Catholics rule their religious beliefs, their rich history of paganism, colonialism, and trade has created a fascinating blend of lifestyles. Filipinos are famously warm and friendly, welcoming strangers with open arms. Family is at the heart of their culture, which translates to their generosity with food, home, and time. Travelers can expect a heartfelt Filipino welcome, as it's almost unheard of for them to say no. Filipinos are resilient, bouncing back from disasters with determination and resourcefulness. Verdict. There's no metric to rank this. My verdict. I'll say it's a tie. While English-speaking travelers might find it easier to communicate with Filipinos, overall, both countries have their own unique attractions and experiences that make them worth visiting. It's really up to personal preference and what you're looking for in a travel destination. The next and final two categories will have a winner for each category. So, let's get started on tourist and retirement visa. Let's talk about the Thai tourist visa first, then we can talk about the retirement visa and the visa options in the Philippines. The Thai tourist visa now is more expensive and trickier than it was back 10 plus years ago. Before that, people could do a visa run every 30 to 60 days to get another tourist visa, and there were reports that some foreigners lived like that for years without much problem. Today, if you're planning to stay in Thailand for over a year with a tourist visa, brace yourself for a complicated adventure. I think the days of hopping over to a neighboring country for a visa run to get another tourist visa seem to be long gone, but not impossible. However, Thailand has rolled out the red carpet for people with deep pockets, targeting high-income travelers and expats for long-term stays. While backpackers and budget travelers can still join the party, they are always welcome, but they will be gently shown the door after a 30 or 60-day stay. Want to stick around longer than that? Well, you'll need a different visa or a trip back home to secure another tourist visa. If you can't afford to go back home to get another tourist visa, or don't have the money for a non-immigrant visa, or the elite visa, you might just be the low-income traveler or retiree that the Thai authorities would prefer to keep away when it comes to long-term stays. But here's the good news. Both Thailand and the Philippines offer visa-free entry for up to 30 days. In Thailand, you get 30 days if you're coming in by air, but 15 days by land. The Philippines also offers foreigners tourist visas for a total of 3 years, before needing to leave the country, and they can reapply for another 3 years. Thailand doesn't offer a tourist visa for more than 1 year, so the winner for tourist visa is the Philippines, in a huge margin. As for the overall visa application, obtaining a tourist visa for the Philippines is relatively easy, with options to extend up to 3 years. I think Thailand's tourist visa has become more expensive and complicated to renew in recent years. I had a relative that is a dual citizen and a Thai who speaks fluent Thai. She came to Thailand with a Western passport but wanted to extend it for the 3rd time. I believe it was one of the tourist visas, but immigration wanted her financial statement to prove her income. She showed them her bank account, but that wasn't enough. They wanted more. I just told her to tell them that she is Thai, and the next time she travels here, she would use her Thai passport so she doesn't have to deal with immigration. Because I think they really don't want low-income foreigners staying here long-term or doing multiple visa runs. The Philippines wins again for the overall ease of visa application. Its hassle-free visa application and generous extension options for the comparison of retirement visas for both places. The Philippines has the Special Resident Retirees Visa, called SRRV, that allows foreigners to stay indefinitely as long as you can meet the requirements of the program. In Thailand, there are 3 different retirement visas. The first one you apply inside Thailand, second and third you apply in your home country. There are also financial requirements for each, which I won't get into. This is just a brief overview. So, who takes the crown in the visa showdown? Overall, the Philippines win this category hands down, thanks to its simpler retirement visa process and the option to grab a tourist visa that lasts up to a whopping 3 years. My verdict. I also picked the Philippines. I remember the old days when there were thousands of backpackers or digital nomads living in Chiang Mai doing dropshipping. Today, I hardly see anyone mentioning dropshipping in Thailand. I think the easy and cheap Thai visas are long gone for long-term stays. Now that we've straightened out the great visa mystery, let's get into the real reasons some of you might be eyeing these tropical paradises. After all, life isn't just about paperwork and bureaucracy. It's about finding that special someone who makes your heart sing and maybe even speaks your language. So, grab your Cupid's bow and let's see which country is the ultimate matchmaker for those on the hunt for love. Let's say you're on a mission to find a soulmate, but language barriers and culture clashes aren't your cup of tea. If your heart is set on finding a wife or girlfriend without enrolling in language classes or dipping into a new culture, you're in luck. Pack your bags for the Philippines. Thailand might be tempting with its bustling nightlife in Pattaya, Patong, or Bangkok, but if lasting love is your true goal, you better stick to the Philippines. Why? Because in the Philippines, love doesn't need a translator. With English as a widely spoken language, you can woo your way across the country. And if you're Roman Catholic and seeking a partner who shares your faith, you're in luck again. Thanks to Spanish colonization and American influence, the Philippines is mainly Catholic, making it a match made in heaven for those seeking a devout soulmate. In contrast, Thailand is primarily Buddhist, so if faith is a priority, the Philippines gets the final rose. Verdict. In summary, if finding love is your top priority and you want to avoid language barriers and cultural differences, the Philippines might just be your paradise. With its English-speaking population and shared Roman Catholic values, the odds of finding your perfect match are definitely in your favor. My verdict. If you're an older man, if you don't want to learn a new language or learn a new culture, stick with the Philippines. Although Thailand does have people that speak English, most of who are working or living in the tourist hotspots of the country. That might not be the best place to find a long-lasting relationship, although some have found the love of their life and live happily. But I still give this category to the Philippines, as most Filipino women can speak English and are Roman Catholic, which aligns with the values of many Western guys. Now that we've played Cupid and guided your heart to the right destination, let's wrap this up and help you make the ultimate decision for your life abroad. We delved into the pros and cons of retiring in Thailand and the Philippines. Thailand takes the lead in food, healthcare, infrastructure, internet, crime, and safety, while the Philippines shines in language, beaches and islands, television, visa, and finding love, making it an excellent choice for those seeking a more westernized experience and a romantic connection. Ready to explore more? Download a free ebook for my Introduction to Thailand guide. There is a link in the description below this video. If you want to watch more comparison videos, check out my on Thailand versus Malaysia here, top right corner. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to catch more insights that could help shape your retirement abroad. Choosing between Thailand and the Philippines depends on your personal needs and preferences. Consider what matters most to you, and let that guide your decision. Happy travels!